Activision.
We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah!
Calling a resort Dragon Shores is the unsettling equivalent to us calling a holiday spot Human Beach or something.
Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry. They have claws like this, and teeth like this.
So do you. Zoe just straight up stole Ripto's scepter, the source of his power, right out of his grubby little hands. Remind me why they needed a dragon to defeat him again? And now that his scepter is gone, Spyro could easily defeat Ripto right here and now, but chooses not to because, I don't know, conflict? Hell, Ripto could order Crush and Gulp to flatten everyone right now as well, instead of just turning tail and running off. But no, we need those talismans. As much as I like having motion blur on for 30 FPS games, that gets thrown out the window when you play on PC. I'm not a PC snob, but 60 FPS gang rise up, bitches. It's so good.
These gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders.
If you're too short to climb this ladder, which I strongly doubt, then how did one of your fellow gem cutters get up there,
Dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Moneybags is a greedy. Oh, I can't take this. Look at the way he pitter-patters. I'm going to die.
What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
I see Alora's Reignited design met with a lot of negative reception, and to be honest, I don't see why. She's so cute. This whole game is going to make me melt? Do you people not have eyes?
Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Glimmer was more or less a straight line, my dude.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter would be good at gaming sins.
Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're still in the air to glide.
Bold move, assuming the dragon doesn't know how to glide.
For now, here's an orb for your collection.
You were just hanging on to that? You know Spyro needs those orbs, right? Instead of teaching the dragon how to do the thing he already knows how to do, just give him the stupid shiny thing. Impractical waterfall placement. Giving each level a cutscene at the beginning to set the scene is such a neat little idea, and some of them are a bit weird and nonsensical, but most of them are pretty cute. Simp.
Spyro!
How the fuck does everyone already know Spyro's name?
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack. If you press and hold the charge button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
No shit, I just defeated one of them not 5 seconds ago. Tutorials are already kind of annoying, but they're even worse when you put them after the thing you already figured out.
Look at that. The hula girl's ring dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle.
Does Rome even exist in this world for this lady to know what a Roman candle is?
Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee.
Spyro magically learns how to swim underwater and, later on, climb ladders and head smash after he gives a greedy bear a few $100. Somehow.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around, is your health indicator, Spyro.
Super convenient and kinda disturbing that everyone in this world seems to know more about Spyro than Spyro himself does.
I've been locked in here with all our tools, and the giant idol heads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us.
Never mind the fact that you probably could have figured this puzzle out on your own, but also you're locked in here because there's no discernible door to speak of, apart from the way Spyro came in, which was already unlocked. I don't mind backtracking to previous levels with new abilities to find collectibles and secrets and whatever else that were previously inaccessible. There's a whole genre of games that basically thrives off this concept. But not when it means the level resets and you have to play through the whole thing all over again. Especially when it means that you need to defeat all those enemies you previously defeated to get those power-up gates working again. Okay, threat's gone. On to the next level. Violence against goats. My Sona might not be a goat anymore, but I still take great offense.
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies.
Where's the tutorial that teaches me how to obliterate you?
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti.
Torch? Torch? No, they changed it. It's supposed to be kill. I don't understand why they would do this.
We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport.
This guy has never played hockey before. Apparently, neither is Spyro.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but
You'll have to learn how to climb first.
Can you not climb? Why does no one in this realm know how to operate a ladder? I'm not the only one who finds this put all the lightning stones back where they belong, except oh no, these big lads keep pinching them and you have to keep putting them back challenge incredibly tedious, am I? It feels like it goes on longer than a Dream Theater song, but with none of the headbanging. The goal of Aquaria Towers is to essentially turn it back into a water level, which, I mean, okay, I guess it's necessary to progress, but why would anyone ever want to do that?
Hey, you're just about the right size to ride on his back.
This man has no snorkel and is talking perfectly while underwater. Explain. Enemies fully clad in protective armor can be taken out with a single flame breath, but these penguins take 2 hits because they're wearing a floaty.
Those turtle friends will make a very good soup if I can catch them. You can try to save them if you like, but I'm feeling awfully hungry.
This wouldn't be an issue if the turtles didn't have a death wish and weren't walking towards the cauldron of their own volition.
All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah? How about 22475? That's my birthday.
I have a hard time believing hunters, carry the one, find the remainder. At least 44 years old! Damn, son. Dermatologists must hate him.
Go! Crush! Get the orbs now!
Gulp and Crush? What next? Stimpy and Ren? Ferb and Phineas? Daxter and Jack?
You despicable little creature! I'll kill you!
It's okay for Ripto to threaten to kill a fairy, but when it's a Yeti, no, we're only allowed to torch it. Wow, an actual boss fight. Crush might not be particularly challenging, nor does he use any sort of attack that we haven't seen before in a 3D platformer boss, but it is leagues ahead of every single boss battle, if you can even call them that, from the first game. Moneybag survives this.
Now I can buy that condo in Hurricos I've been wanting for so long.
You want to buy a condo in Hurricos because all games should have a mission where you become friends with a snow leopard. Oh no, an enemy that spits water at you. How horrifying. Pick up his bucket and kick that little fucker off a cliff. I think the trolley mission is another case of something not being nearly as hard as we remember it to be. Unless it is, and the original version is much harder, I honestly don't remember. But some of the hitboxes are a bit wonky, I guess, so sin, whatever. What, were you expecting me to rage or something? Well, sorry to disappoint, kid. I'm more concerned about how the trolley is even getting anywhere. It doesn't seem to actually be attached to any sort of rails, and no, I wouldn't count bathroom tiles as rails.
Trouble with the trolley, eh?
Still gonna kick this guy's ass, though. Lousy dumb bird can't fly out there and get the gears himself. I'ma tear him a new corn shoot. Gronk. Australian slang. Noun. A person that is totally lacking in fashion sense, motor skills, and / or social skills. Usually a total moron, an extremely unpleasant person, or an unwanted guest. You were sleeping with me, man? Get fucked, you Gronk. Why are the lava lizard eggs being dropped in by pterodactyls? What cross-species madness is this? Who's been playing God? Oh no, a character is doing a popular dance from current year. Let's all get angry about it. For real though, those air horns are worth a sin. Leaked footage of J-Station's latest prank. Surprised it isn't being filmed at 3 AM. Something about the design of this enemy just screams furry to me. Pain.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Oh, there's Romeo.
Giving Juliet the voice of a woman kinda defeats the purpose of the joke in the original. Also, this mission makes no sense because you have to find a way to get up to Juliet, but then when you get up there, she just says, "Oh, there's Romeo, lol." The fuck was the point of that whole escapade? Kill it! Kill it with fire!
Hello, Spyro. My brother Handel and I have been sent here to blow at this castle, but Handel got caught by these evil soldiers and I'm stuck out here.
Oh well, I'm sorry, Activision, but we seem to have made a fucky wucky with the script. Geez, why sneak into the palace if you can just use the power of OO to blast everyone away?
Thank you for releasing me.
Wait a minute, this isn't Spyro 1.
My friend is locked in this room and lost the key.
I'm sure she's lean enough to squeeze through those massive holes on the front door. This is the prime example of why the Metroidvania design doesn't work very well here. You beat this escort mission, which unlocks another mission right after where you need an ability you don't have. When you come back with it later, you have to escort the alchemist again. It wouldn't even be that bad if he actually went straight to Hunter, who is a literal left turn away. For an alchemist, he's a few ingredients short of a potion.
Here, this got mixed in with the cheese balls, and I almost chipped a tooth on it.
There's a possibility that your cheese balls are a potential health hazard if you mistake a magical green orb for one. Spyro is only a few steps away from stumbling into the Ratchet & Clank and Borderlands category of games where death is a common but hilarious occurrence, and frankly I am all for it. Besides, look how cute these guys are. I'd let them get away with anything. Putting fetishes in video games should be illegal.
You singed my cape! Dragon, you are really starting to get on my nerves!
Sounds like Ripto is one cape singeing away from saying the gamer word. I usually meme when I say I don't like change, but this is one time where I really mean it. Gulp's projectile attacks are strangely hard to avoid. He tends to aim ahead with shocking accuracy, and you can't really jump to avoid the blasts anymore as they have ridiculous hitboxes, as does Gulp's amazingly cheap body slam attack. Took me half an hour just to beat him. Screw Crash, Spyro is the Dark Souls of platformers, man. I don't actually mean that, that is a joke! Defeating Gulp makes Ripto's chair fall over because duh, idiot.
I think I'll just hang out here for a while and soak up a few rays.
What rays? It's almost nighttime and you're indoors.
Hey, where'd Laura go?
Unless she's the Flash, she should be right there. You were asleep for the best part of 3 seconds.
Here, I was gonna give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
You know Spyro needs those to power the portal, you ape!
I do have this extra egg. Perhaps you can trade it for my pencil.
A fair trade if I've ever seen one.
Here, have a souvenir from the Cloud Temple's gift shop.
Shit, Spyro, get over to that gift shop and snatch up all those orbs, I guess. They sure do love recycling these barrel rolling enemies a lot. Cue the Isekai intro. Not to repeat myself, but wow, an actual boss fight. It's so nice to end the game with an actual challenge instead of just chasing Gnasty Gnork around a track for 2 minutes. And it ain't half bad either. Collect the orbs before Ripto does, then blast him with a weird new power-up for the first 2 phases, before taking it to the skies for the final round. Not that it's hard or anything, Gulp was way harder in my opinion, but it's just, it's just really nice. I know we all try our best to forget the travesty that is Enter the Dragonfly, but Ripto survives this.
We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks. Sparks, can you grab him?
Can he? He's just a little dude. Where's he gonna put him?
Welcome to Dragon Shore, Spyro. Sorry, but I can't let you into our little park until you've found more of the gems and orbs hidden throughout Avalar.
What kind of amusement park doesn't let you in unless you have enough gems and orbs? Does that apply to everybody? Because that means someone has to pinch the orbs from Avalar just for the chance to get in. And what about the last time Spyro was here? Did he have to steal the orbs from Avalar as well? Spyro says gay rights. The vocals in the Magma Cone song sound like they just got a random person off the street to moan into a microphone. I know we're sending the remake, but I'd like to give a shout out to the awful Japanese PS1 version of Spyro 2 and 1. Out of fear of motion sickness, despite other collectathons being received well, Sony of Japan severely decreased Spyro's speed to the point his charges are about the same speed as our running speed. And to top it all off, you're stuck with a fixed camera angle in a collectathon. Scratch that, there is a free camera option as your reward for 100%. That would be like having to collect all the heart containers to be able to Z-target in Zelda. No wonder Spyro games stopped releasing in Japan till the Reignited trilogy. I love the fact that they added the minimap feature from Spyro 2 retroactively to all the other games. Sure, it's nice superfluous to me as I basically have every level memorized at this point, but even as a kid I missed the map in Year of the Dragon. Good on you, Toys for Bob. One of the few games I could probably play over and over without getting sick of it. Absolutely adore it. And give Laura a win for being cute AF. You probably already was gonna, but give her another. A few levels no longer have an endless abyss and are now surrounded by water or lava to keep with the level's theme. They even changed a section of Sunny Beach to make it outdoors with a nice ocean view.
I hate dragons! Yeah!
Can someone please tell me why Ripto's yell is reversed in the opening cutscene, like, almost immediately? They really couldn't record a different scream? When you don't have enough money to open the portal to Icy Speedway, Moneybags in Reignited suggests that you spend money on fanciful frivolities, while in the original Spyro 2, we spent them on flirtatious fawns. He also calls us spendthrift instead of sucker for a pretty face. I guess the rating would have been higher because of that, but Toys for Bob left Nork's mooning unchanged, so that's a sin for me. Spyro looks oddly pretty underwater. I don't know why. I just think it's where his remastered model looks best. Maybe it's just me. I don't know if it's where he looks his best, but honestly, big agree. The fact that they force Moneybags to give back all the gems you paid him. You can make a case for him overcharging you, but he was upfront with his services. You pay him and he teaches you a move. Capitalism, yo. One sin for those Bug King Sparkplug Thieves in Mystic Marsh that I swear are harder to catch in the remake. Maybe I've just gotten rusty with age, but they definitely feel like they speed up when turning corners or whatever. Both the flying and swimming in Spyro 2 Reignited feel absolutely horrible. You drift all over the place anytime you want to change direction. It used to feel so satisfying to fly around the flight stages and feel completely in control. Just in case no one's done this, I've already done it twice, but I don't really give a fuck. A win for ERAWW. Both the original and the remake is one of the reasons why I'm gay AF. Just look at her! I don't think I'm a furry.
If only I had a few more gems.
As always, a big thank you to Diablo5564, Nation McAltile, I don't know how to pronounce your freaking name. Ramilnox, Amilenox, Armilenox, I don't know. Matt Beaker, Ace00, Nico Randall, Dakota Lewis, Julian Brown, Nathaniel Forrest, Isaac Lamp, Waster USA, Duncan Austin, Pastor Boy, Leo Alex50, Heathoot Sky, Global Truncation Era, Gabba Scabba, Laurent LaCroix, Sheepy, Loomis Doomis, Chatter Estop, Getnikan, Cooper James Price, Sebastian Orbe, Travis Miranda, Thomas Hart, Lazaro Dave, The Ruby Red Rose, and Philip Ieki. Thanks for sticking around. Next up is ERAWW Spyro 3, and finally, we will end off the ERAWW series with a redo of Ratchet & Clank 3, and then we're done, and then you're not allowed to ask me for any more ERAWWs ever again, or I will come over and piss on your belongings.